There are many cases in the public eye right now that have people pointing fingers at police, shouting from the rooftops that they don't trust our judicial system. And let me tell you, you will be floored when I tell you about this case. It is so near and dear to my heart, and for some reason never makes national headlines. And it is the biggest case of injustice I have ever seen. And it is the case of 18-year-old Ariana Ptarcinski. I am wearing Ariana's shirt today that says Justice for Ariana, and I thought it was fitting to reshare her story since it's Christmas time and she was killed on the evening of Christmas Eve in 2021. Her family is desperate for answers and you can help. Let's get straight into it. Ariana was an 18-year-old living in Spring Hill, Florida. That's Hernando County. On the evening of Christmas Eve 2021, she was at home with her parents. She lived at home with her parents, Judy and Eddie, and her boyfriend, Ramon, was spending the night that night. She was stabbed in the neck. Ramon was the only other person in the room with her that night, and to this day, no one has ever been charged in her murder. Let's get into these details, as difficult as they are to hear. This is a picture of Ariana and her boyfriend, Ramon. This was taken the night that she was murdered. So that night, Ariana's father, Eddie, had got up to use the restroom. He noticed when he was getting up to use the restroom that his door had opened to his bedroom, and Ramon was dragging Ariana into the parents' bedroom by her hair, and she had blood coming out of her neck and out of her mouth, and she was unable to speak. Ramon claimed, "I did this, I effed up," as he released his grasp on her and she fell to the ground. As you can imagine, chaos ensues. They call 911 to try to save their daughter. Ramon tries leaving the house and Eddie follows him, chasing him out of the house, screaming things like, "You killed my daughter, I'm going to kill you." Their neighbor, who they were very close with, was outside and he heard all of this happening and saw it happening. He thought that his neighbor Eddie was in danger, and he probably was. Ramon was covered in blood. So the neighbor actually ended up punching Ramon in the face to try to detain him and keep him from leaving the scene. At this point, police arrive and they're trying to figure out what exactly is happening with this struggle outside. They end up going inside and they treat Judy and Eddie Ptarcinski like they are criminals. They had guns drawn on them and they were just trying to get to their daughter to save their daughter. But the police ended up putting each of the parents in separate police cars and they placed Ramon in the back of a squad car as well, while Ariana laid on the ground of the bedroom. During Ramon's time in the back of the squad car, he made several incriminating statements, and these are all on video. There is a 74-minute video of him stating just some of the following. "I slipped on the bed. No one will have mercy for me. Do you know what federal prison I will go to? I know I don't deserve any mercy. I'm going to get raped in prison. Why did I do that? Something so brutal and violent. I don't want to get raped. Do you hold contempt for prisoners, criminals?" It goes on and on. Ramon was then taken to the Hernando County Sheriff's Department, where he told them he didn't want to speak with them because he didn't want to say anything that would incriminate himself. They never read him his Miranda rights, so I believe that means that they can't use the statements that he made in the car. And what did the police do? They let him go. You can watch in some of our other videos that I've done. I have a whole playlist called Ariana Ptarcinski. You can, if you click on the very bottom of this, it will take you to our entire playlist on her case. And there are videos of him in the back of the police car. There are videos of him at the sheriff's department. And when the police tell him that he can go, he's dumbfounded and he looks at them and says, "What?" Because even he cannot believe that he's not being charged with murder. Also, I know what you might be thinking because I thought the same thing. Did they even rule on her autopsy? Did they rule her death a homicide? And yes, they absolutely did. So why has he not been charged? This happens all the time where they don't have a statement from the suspect. You can still press charges. They had tons of evidence against this guy. He's walking the streets. There is so much more to this case, and I will continue to do these videos to bring you up to speed on all of it. We speak with Judy and Eddie Ptarcinski, and they are such amazing people, and I cannot think of any family that I want justice more for than I do the Ptarcinski family. So I am begging you, please do all the things. Please share this. Please comment. Please like. Please repost, because her case deserves national attention. Because guess what? Once that happens, it puts pressure on the police department. It puts pressure on the district attorney to actually get something done to resolve this case. If you've made it this far, I appreciate it. I know it was long, but there is so much to this case and it's completely infuriating.